All right, so I'll go ahead do our opener, and we'll see how much time that takes and see if it's any closer to the 9 minutes. Welcome, everyone, to the Absolute Kakegurui podcast. This is the Kakegurui Reddit server's exclusive podcast. I'm your host, Kiami. What math is that? Oh, okay. I was like, that's weird equation, but okay. We'll start things off with the server forecast. We are sitting at 8,612 members. Oh, that is awesome. We are also at 24 boosts. As I learned yesterday, Discord apparently lowered the number of boosts needed for emotes. So thank you to everyone who is continuing to boost the server. It's always appreciated. And then the question that Saint keeps track of, I have not checked, so I have no idea where that's at. Day 4 or day 5? I don't know. I still don't know what time zone Saint is in. Cool. It's trademarked now. Cool. I didn't know we had that kind of money. Sweet. So cool. That killed 1 minute. You expanded the budget. Thanks. With George's new job that we don't know what it is. He's a hitman until proven otherwise. Cool. All right. So the question this time around actually opens up with our character studies. That's your slogan. That also needs to get trademarked. But with our character studies, we're going to dive into different aspects of each character. And based off of our conversations during the last episode, which was our first bracket voting system, we started discussing some of the dynamics between the characters. So that's what we came up with, the relationship voting. So that's what we're going to start with Yumeko. I thought it was only right to start with her, especially since, let me see how many people have the Yumeko role last, which is something we actually checked the first episode, going over favorite characters. Yeah, Yumeko sitting at 205 people in the server with her as their role. So felt it was only right to start with the main character, TM. And we actually got quite a few responses. The pie charts for the questions are pretty colorful. We got some interesting answers. Let's see here. Yeah, join us, Blink. Join. Just listen to me talk right now. It's not, I won't distract you. If you're reading the chat, then the chat will distract you, but I promise I won't distract you. Oh, darn. Alright. So there's two ways we can do this. I can either go through each individual response and list out what they said, or I can read out the totals and we can ask each person who voted for that total. So we got with the pie chart split into 6 for one question and 7 for the other, which is probably the most split I've seen it. Alright. What is Latam? Now we're 2 minutes away from the giveaway being announced. The soundboard I have has it has buttons to add sounds to it, but I have no idea if those sounds will actually go through on Discord. I don't know should I even be saying that? Was it ever over 300 for me, Dottie? I doubt it was. I might pull up that first survey because I know I grabbed the numbers at that time just so that we had more stuff to talk about for that. Dottie's losing the popularity contest. 8 minutes. Ooh, all right, we're 8 minutes down. Hold up, let me open up my thing. 2, 1. See if it works. I hope it works. If it doesn't work, because right, it said 10:09. Scrolling all the way back up. Hold up. Blink won. Congratulations to Blink. Now Blink has to join. Yay, Blink. It's exciting. Okay. We need a speech. Yeah, yeah, you're right. It's like a welcome back gift. Cool. And the bot decided, so it absolutely 1000% was not rigged. If I remember correctly, Blink is in the States, so I get to send a physical manga copy, which is exciting. I'm gonna gift wrap it and all that fun shit. Wow. Interesting. Mr. Bob has no filter and I love it. I want to keep calling you Gob, but you changed your name, so I don't know what to call you. Prime. Okay. Cool. All right. So we got our winner. Congrats again, Blink. Happy for you. That means Blink wins a physical copy of any volume of the Kakegurui manga that they so choose to have sent to them. Thank you again to everyone who did enter the giveaway. Hoping to do more of those moving forward and possibly bigger prizes. We shall see. All right. So for the character study, the first question was, which character do you think has the most interesting relationship with Yumeko? And the first response to that, the individual said Ryota, which I respect. Absolutely do believe Ryota does have the most interesting relationship with Yumeko. Then they said the character that needed the most development is Mary. Well, I'm confused. What? Mary? That's interesting. I'm gonna have to. I don't think Mary needs a lot of. There's like 3 volumes of just their relationship and dynamic. Like, I don't. It needs more develop. I don't see that. It's pretty developed to the point where we've moved on from their dynamic and moved on to focusing Mary's relationships with other characters. So I don't. Interesting response. All right. Let's see. Oh, it's trying to give me the first responses or the last responses first. Google Forms hates me so much. Exactly. Like, I don't. We're done with the Yumeko Mary stuff. I feel like there's not more to discuss or to, like, look at for those two. I don't think. I don't know. Personal opinion, but the person who put that is not in yet. I know who they are, and I know when they're going to be live, so I'll add them when they're actually on. see. Okay, next person put the character that has the most interesting relationship with Yumeko is Midori. Okay. Uh, hmm. I'll give them that because I mean, it's interesting. Definitely does not have to mean positive. So exactly, I agree. Yumeko treats her poorly, and that is neither cool nor good. But it's interesting, which is what the question was. So I guess, yeah. And then they said the relationship that could use more development was with Yumemi. That I can see. Because with her relationship with Yumemi, I feel like there's growth that happened that we didn't see. Like somehow she's still talking with Yumemi and doing those shows and things like that, and it's way too smooth after their first interaction. Or I don't know, maybe they just clicked and the mangakas were like, all right, cool, we're done. Now we have a character we can shove Yumeko with whenever we need it. So, because you know how this manga likes to add depth. But I like Yumeko's relationship with Yumemi. I think it's fun to see when they do interact. I don't know, Yumemi actually feels like a friend to Yumeko compared to Mary. Mary feels way more like a rival and frenemy more than an actual friend. I would read or watch the shit out of that. Those two are like bros. And I think that's what I enjoy about their dynamic a lot more than I do with Mary and Yumeko. And that was Rena. Let me see if Rena would like to chat and discuss their opinions on it. Oh no, they went offline. Wake up. Pots and pans, the sound you hear each morning. Yeah, responses. I should get one of those clicky keyboards so I can do ASMR on the podcast because I hate ASMR. What are those? Cherry MX Blue switches. Ooh. See, I'm starting a new job and I have to leave my old keyboard at home because it's hybrid. I need a new keyboard. Oh, it's still showing there. See, my computer Discord is showing that they're offline. But hold up. I pull it up on my phone. Okay, yeah, they're still like. Stop playing Rainbow Siege. Oh, they can back out of a quick match. Aw, thanks. I'm tired and like voice is cracking so bad right now if I raise my voice any higher. Thanks, guys. Blue switches. Hee. Aw. Cuddles. Okay, anyway. I guess we'll wait for Rena's reaction if they got out of their match quick enough. That's something. Is that... I feel like I know what that is. Where that's from. That just looks like they're rubbing like a genie pot and replaced it with a cat. Good luck, kitty thing. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, I thought I knew what it was. Yes. I'm saved with Starbucks. Blue's here. Yeah, I hate everything. Okay, Blue's here. Thanks. Starbucks delivered. Blue's here.
I'm sorry, I was running late.
No, you're not.
I can't hear it. I'm sorry. I said I was sorry. I can't hear anything, though, so I'll need headphones.
But, oh, you're a pain.
Yeah, I am.
I don't even know if I have headphones. Will this one work?
Huh? Yeah. It's
All right.
true.
Thanks for being
Plug that
patient,
in.
guys.
Okay.
Is that from Rainbow Siege?
Have we spoken about anyone?
What?
Have we spoken about anyone?
We have...
You just did your intro really, really slow?
Okay. I was like, that does not look like Rainbow. Okay. We went over... I
don't know why the headphones aren't working.
Are they working now? No.
Okay, now they are.
Okay, cool. No, I accidentally went over Skipker's answers first, and then I went to Rena's. Rena's in a match of Rainbow Six Siege, so that's a thing. Waiting to see if they notice the ping. If not,
they're playing Rainbow Six. They ain't gonna. No.
Well, they did the first time.
Did they?
Then, yeah, and then they came online.
They must have died early.
Tried to advocate for the live action, which is something they're continuously doing. They're trying to get me to watch it. I'm like half an
Why
inch.
couldn't it be on the movie nights?
What?
That can't be something that we do on the movie nights?
It probably could, but I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Let's see what this person put. I'm just going to answer by answer.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm 90% sure this is Soupy. They put the character that has the most interesting relationship with Yumeko is, and I quote, me.
Oh.
And the relationship that could use more development is with, and I quote again, me.
Oh, okay. I'm not interested about talking about those.
Is Soupy on?
Soupy's going to talk about it?
They put a smiley face and then yes. So I don't think they are.
No.
Why put yes if you're not going to be here?
If you're not going to be
Kidding.
here.
No, you're fine. We're going to pull a cubed and just ping everyone. Because what is that for? I need the loudest keyboard ever so that I can annoy people with my clicking.
I don't think I can hear it. I don't know.
Well, it's just us right now. There's no one on stage yet, so you're okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, if I can spell. Right.
It's not defending her. It's just talking about why.
If I put defend, he's more likely to respond.
He'll just pop
That's
in and be like, I have to protect her. Okay, got it.
All right. Next person
Hero
said
complex.
the most interesting relationship was with Kirari.
Oh. Okay.
And the one that could use the most development was with Ririka.
Do they interact at all? I don't think they do.
Well, yeah, once.
Yeah, it was just a small.
Because it was after the what's it called? Hand movements, rock, paper, scissors.
When did they?
Oh yeah, and okay, so at the start. Okay, yeah. So at the start,
Kirari was pretending to be Ririka, but that means that they never interacted.
But wait, hold up.
Yeah, see?
Okay.
George, yes, they never did. I know that it's like, oh, she's playing against Ririka.
No,
but it was Kirari the whole time.
Yeah, okay.
Which means they've never spoken. I don't think they have.
They haven't spoken. Mary introduced them, and Ririka looked down on her at the end of the rock, paper, scissors matches. And I think I have it. Hold up. And this is why I brought these down. I brought down the manga.
Oh, she brought all her manga.
Because I was going to be alone, and I'm like, I need references. I think... I don't think they've spoken, but... Okay, so it has...
So even in the introduction, did Yumeko say anything? I think
she said hi, and then that was it.
So yeah, I think that could use some more development. I don't think they've never really spoken or done anything.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to have the... Yeah,
Yumeko said hi, she looked down on her, and then that was it, and then also during the rock paper scissors thing where Miri or Mio, I don't know, the older poison sibling
Poison sister.
was dying, and they had those conversations and stuff. It was between Ryota, Yumeko, and Rurika that they were talking about, like, what it means to be friends and things like that.
Mm.
But those two didn't talk. It was mainly between
Yeah.
Yumeko and Ryota that had that conversation. But Ririko was there. So, like, they've been in the same atmosphere, but yeah, they haven't
breathe the
interacted,
same
so-
air, but they do not talk to each other.
You know, like friends.
Oh, Nini?
Yeah, that's Soupy.
Oh, okay.
There's like a mini
I'm going to read the names.
mini
I don't know
cult.
what that means.
You're good. I'll translate.
Okay, cool.
All right. And that was Blink who said no. All right. Next one. Person said the most interesting relationship with Yumeko is Midori. So that's the second person to put Midori.
Oh. Maybe we should have used a different word than interesting.
I didn't want to put favorite.
I guess.
Like it is what it is, but I also wanted to try and stray away from what it is.
Yeah.
So
we don't need a ship war.
No.
That's what we're trying to avoid.
It's like walking on eggshells. All right. And then they said the one that could use more development is her family and Ryota, which I agree on.
Yeah, I wish there was more focus on Ryota.
I don't think we're going to see any adults besides their hands or their heads replaced with whatever those were in Rin's backstory.
Yeah,
I forget what those are.
Are you talking about the cranes?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I think that's kind of the point. Either the mangaka cannot draw older people, or that it's just going to continue focus on the current generation. That's the only other thing that I can think of.
MacBooks suck. Okay. And that was Oak. Oak, do you want to hop on stage and discuss your response?
The hand is raised.
What? Oh, now it is. I'm lagging. All right.
I have to put the headphones on to hear.
Oh, okay. You're lagging, bro. You're lagging.
Is that a meme?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hello, Oak. We are awaiting your voice. Brought me down the wrong one.
He's typing. Hello?
Oh, we can't hear you.
We cannot hear you. I can see your words, though.
Yeah. Oh, no. It's okay. Like, this is the first episode of the second season, so it very much feels like a Monday.
What about now?
Okay,
Oh,
now we can hear you. Yay.
Oh, finally.
Hello.
What's up?
Not much. How are you?
I'm doing great.
That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, your responses. So, the most interesting relationship you think is Midori. Why?
Yeah, so this relationship I think is the most interesting because it has these two antagonistic dynamics. Like there's Midori simping hard for Yumeko, and Yumeko's reaction is outright disgust. I find that a bit funny. Like it's to the point where she doesn't even want to acknowledge her existence.
Yeah.
So that's kind of weird. And the thing is, it shows another dark side of Yumiko. Like in most interactions, you see this girl that's all cool, polite, kind of kawaii, and she only wants to experience the thrill of gambling. It's all cool, cute, rainbows and sweets, but she has this kind of alternate side that absolutely hates people, want to lose or show weakness. I think it adds another interesting color to her personality, and it shows this masochistic side of Midori. So I think it's good because it shows really well interesting traits about the both characters.
Awesome. Wow. Yeah, I agree. It was excellent,
Very well articulated.
right? You came with notes. Awesome. Well, yeah, I don't think I mean that's like one of the only relationships we saw actually go full circle.
I think that's the one that we have that's the most developed,
Yeah.
besides our main kind of antagonists. Because, I mean, just like Oak said, with Midori, she has a very masochistic tendency, and she's kind of put that now on Yumiko with that expectation. But even in the practice of neglect, it's not even in the way that she wants. She has a specific need to actually be acknowledged or to be friends with Yumiko. And even with Yumiko not respecting her at all at this point, because she knows she does not care about the gamble, she just cares about losing. Like, there's just no friendship aspect. I don't know if I think the curious thing to see here would be to see if Midori would even be able to try and mend that gap between her and Yumiko. I think that would be something interesting to see, or if they're even going to try and develop that any further in terms of whatever Midori's goals are, or if it's just going to stay there in that comedic aspect of, hey, notice me, and Yumiko's like, I don't give two F's about you at this point because you don't bring any excitement into my life at this point. But Midori is like, but you bring excitement into mine. She's like, I don't care, kind of a thing. So I think, yeah, it's interesting. I also think it's fun just kind of seeing that it brings another, I know she's not cute when she's mad at Midori, but it still makes her cute in the fact that she goes and hides behind Ryota.
Yeah.
She now hides behind Ryota, like she goes
Exactly.
to Ryota for help when she's dealing with Midori.
Yeah.
But she just doesn't want to deal with it, so she'll just go to Ryota.
Exactly. Yeah. I think so. See, I'm trying to think. I don't besides Midori and Mary, I think those are the two relationships that we saw like develop, and I'm gonna call I like I was talking about earlier. I was like, because someone put Mary as one that needed more development. And I was like, I think we're done. Like,
I think it only needs more development, and of the fact that Mary needs to change. She's the most stubborn character out of everyone that we've kind of encountered so far.
yeah,
Yumiko, we don't know enough. Ironically, with her as the main character, we don't know enough about her to find out what exactly her flaw is besides her compulsive gambling. But Mary, we know what her flaws are. We know what her problems are. We know where her strengths lie. We know almost everything sitting around Mary besides her, like, true backstory kind of a thing. And she hasn't changed. She hasn't changed.
yeah,
And it seems like Yumiko's supposed to be this catalyst to help her change, and that's not working. She's got Ririka helping her out. That's not working. She's not changing. Ririka changed. And that was Kirari's intent in the first place. And
Yeah.
so Mary is the most stubborn character in the entire series. She is not growing or developing or learning anything and stuff. I mean, the story itself seems to put her in a position where she can learn from it or try and become better, but she comes in with the same strategies and tactics every time.
yeah,
Every time. And you just kind of watch it. You watch her hit that wall,
yeah.
and then nothing changes from it. Like she just runs into the wall again next time it happens. She's just gonna keep doing that until eventually she either breaks through or someone opens the door for her and tells her, you don't have to go through the brick wall. That's okay.
Poor head of steel.
Yeah. So, but that's just on an individual basis. I think that if that needs more development between Mary and Yumiko, it would just be specifically on Mary's half, is that there needs to be more development. Either Yumiko needs to change Mary in some way, or Mary needs to actually she just needs to change. I don't know. She needs to change and develop. There's been a lot of focus on her and stuff, but she just kind of she's very consistent. I guess that's to her credit. She's very consistent. But Yumiko, we don't know enough about her, and everyone's trying to figure it out, but no one really knows or understands her at this point. Like, I'm still confused about why she was so upset about not being able to gamble in that fight.
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean? Why is she done? Why is she done at this point? Like, what was the goal?
Yeah, and that's the crappy thing, though, because, like, Mary, that means Mary developed before all of this. So, like, in Twin, we see her lose and grow, and even then, there's plot armor saving her to a point. And,
Oh, in Twin?
yeah. And that happens before we get into the main story. So all of that's before Yumeko joins the school. So it's like, if we're seeing all of that in Twin, and then Mary is where she's at in the main series, and we're not seeing that previous like cycle of development, it's like bad writing. But anyway,
So does it seem like she's regressed from Twin into what we see now in the current series? Because I haven't read Twin, so I don't know. Because
sometimes, like, I might have to go back and read it because I ran through that trying to catch up.
You and binge reading. You and the other
That's the
sisters
only
binge
way.
read stuff. I can't binge read. Nope. I take it slow.
Hey,
I was trained from Berserk to
you
take
open
my
up the book,
time.
you keep going. But yeah, I would say that we don't see, or if I'm being honest, it's honestly the same thing that we see with Yumeko, but it's Mary now. So like, there's more conversation, and there's more like, all right, what the heck happened? Let's figure this out. Yeah, you do. Skipker's lying. All right. Speaking of Skipker actually said that they thought, if I'm remembering correctly, hold up, that they think Mary's relationship with Yumeko needed more development.
What?
Yeah. So.
Explain yourself.
I'm going to switch out. Also, thank you, Oak, for your responses. They were very well thought out. I appreciated that.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
One of the very rare times I will enjoy the character that is Midori.
Well, she's a fun character to try and interact with. And I'm happy that she's not there just for gags, which is great.
Yeah, sometimes.
Testing, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sadly.
Shut
Oh,
up.
there's a question. All I did for the server was put me in every blank. Glad you took it seriously.
I know, right?
All right, so go on.
So I said that Mary's, her relationship with Yumeko needed more development, right? That's what I said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Honestly, I just think it's really bland. That's my thing. I think it's just very, I don't know, it's bland. It's not as interesting as other characters' relationships with Yumeko. It's just kind of the same thing over and over and over again, where kind of like that comic where it's like, oh my god, this Yumeko chick is insane. And that's like it and stuff. And it just kind of feels like it's like, oh, well, you know, they both seem to be on the same page. Oh, wait, they don't seem to be on the same page. Oh, they do seem to be on the same page. They don't, they do, they don't, and stuff. And it's just kind of like, okay, well, what else? Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a very deep relationship, even though they keep trying to put it off as they're like almost best friends sort of a thing, you know?
Yeah. I think they're trying to make it a rivalry when it's not. Like they're trying to do like what other common shonen do and stuff, where you have these two characters that are always butting heads and always have different methodologies to go and try and win whatever battle they're in. And they seem to kind of butt heads in that. But when it comes to Mary and Yumeko, there's not any type of development between those two when they butt heads. And yeah, it's just
and
you're
they
right,
show
it's
it
bland.
other times too, where like Mary sees Yumeko as a friendly rival, and like she enjoys the competition of it, And then, you see it more than once where other characters are like, oh, haha, poor Mary. Yumeko's not even looking at her. Yumeko doesn't acknowledge that she's there. Yumeko doesn't care about her and stuff. And
Just
it's like,
say
that's not.
Ririka.
Yeah. Well, it does, like, it's just well, both of the twins at different points have said that.
Yep,
Like,
at Mary.
Yumeko doesn't acknowledge Mary at all as any sort of threat, even though Mary repeatedly sees her as a competitive, hurdle to try and, reach that peak of skill towards and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to be an equal to her and stuff. And, like, it's the whole, like, oh, well, Yumeko's on a completely different level that you will never reach, so she doesn't even see you as even speck of a threat, sort of a thing. And it's like, okay, well, that's not a rivalry then. That's just making Mary obsessed with Yumeko, and isn't everyone? Like, that's boring.
You're right, yeah.
That's boring.
Mm.
So that's what I mean, that it needs more development, as in, like, what more is there in terms of Mary and Yumeko's relationship other than Mary is trying to, show that she can compete on the same level as Yumeko, and Yumeko just kind of giggles and walks away, sort of a thing. Like,
Yeah.
more than that. Can we get more than that, as in terms of who they are as people and who they are to each other as people? So that's what I mean, that it needs more development.
Right? She's just a big troll. Got the whole school pissed off. Okay. Yeah, no, that I agree with, yeah. I didn't look
it makes
at
more sense if that's the type of development that we look for.
Yeah.
Because it kind of feels like a joke of a rivalry.
Yeah, it's very one-sided, and I mean, they pointed that out, but they didn't do anything with it, so.
Yeah, nothing happens from it. They just say it and then they leave it.
Yeah. Mary deserves someone better. Anyway.
Mary just needs to grow.
Mary needs to leave.
Oh, she has to become president because that's what it seems like they're pushing her to be.
Which I hope so.
Why? The plot armor doesn't make sense for it.
Then who would you want to be president?
Huh? I want the whole thing to fall apart.
But the school still needs a president.
Do they?
Yeah. I was
Then
secretary for my student council.
Yuriko can be president.
She's a third year.
It has to be a second year?
Yeah, because they're leaving out, so that's kind of what the whole point was.
Oh. And then Tyranno. I don't know.
But then she gets the family.
What do you mean she gets the family?
She gets the Momobami title.
That's what every Bami family member gets if they win.
But I'm just talking regarding the school itself.
But the competition is also to win the...
So you want her to be student council president or you're just saying...
Tyranno is a part of the peacekeeping family.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That would make sense.
Boring.
What do you mean boring? Mary is not a good leader.
Yeah.
It would be horrible. No, she isn't. No, she hasn't changed. She hasn't
no,
gotten better.
Okay, she helps people change.
The principal walks in and says, no more gambling on school grounds. The series ends. You know that man's getting bribed to let them do this.
Absolutely.
They are not stopping it whatsoever. This has been going on for generations. Happy early Full Metal Day.
All right, let me pull up the next one. All right, this person said the most interesting relationship with Yumeko is Itsuki.
The most interesting?
Yeah. I
haven't watched them
kinda
interact in a while.
It was
Is it
like a
bland?
2-second thing, and then it ended. Because it's
But
that whole, like, senpai thing is what they, like, tried to push more so in the anime, I feel, than in the manga.
I didn't read the manga's version of it, but from what I saw in the anime, I thought it was interesting in terms of Itsuki saw that she wasn't willing to go as far as Yumeko. And that's kind of, I think it was an interesting relationship, because when they faced off against each other, Itsuki was cheating. Yumeko read through the cheats, and Itsuki realized she didn't have a backup plan to any of that. Like, she was just completely caught off guard, and she was in a safe position. She could indulge in her sick thing of collecting nails, and she was looking forward to collecting Yumeko's, and she thought she had everything in the bag at that point. and stuff. And then when she saw how much stronger Yumiko was in believing in herself, in her gambling ability, and then winning the thing and stuff, like that's what drove her to go and pull out her nails at that point. It's just like she needs to commit to, she needs to be more involved, or at least more, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not committed. She needs to be more
engaging.
No,
focused.
It's not gung ho either. I've completely lost my words, and I just
Determined,
got coffee too.
Driven.
No.
Thesaurus.
No, I know I need a
no, because now you got me stuck.
Well, I'm trying to figure out. So she needs to be more when it comes to her goals. No, it's not charismatic. It's her. You kind of look like Megamind out there looking into the distance. She needs to be more. I don't know. I guess driven. That's not the word I'm looking for.
Motivated.
Though. It's just when it came. So she needs to be more daring, or she needs to be more. She keeps going after people, or her relationships, Itsuki's relationships and stuff are specifically centered around people that she can learn from and stuff. And when it came to from Yumiko, she learned that she was not, she was more cowardly in her gambling than Yumiko was and stuff. And that what she was collecting as trophies weren't actual trophies that she had earned per se. She was just cheating her way to go and get those things and stuff. And so she had given up her nails and stuff, and that was kind of her new trophy in terms of her new resolve to go and take things more seriously. Yeah. And then she had that fight with Miroslava to go and protect Kaede and stuff. So she started to grow as a result of that first standoff with Yumiko, where everything she did was structured, it was protected, she was taking advantage of her personal resources to make sure that when she played these gambles in these games, that she would be she'd be safe and stuff. Encountering Yumiko pulled that away, where now she was still finding different ways to go and kind of cheat, but it came to not for something for herself, but for someone else. And I think that's interesting.
Oh. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I guess it just wasn't a relationship I looked at. Just kind of over my head. So
I liked their fight.
Yeah. Then they said the relationship that could use more development is Ryota.
Wait, you don't think so? I agree.
I agree, but also I think we've gotten a good amount of development. So, I feel like there are other relationships that could use more development.
It feels one-sided, though. We see the inside of Ryota's head constantly throughout the relationship. We watch Ryota realize he's getting attracted to Yumiko. We see Ryota actually, even in the anime, he gains insight into her gambling desire and develops his own at that point. And that really bonds the two. In that moment where she had pulled him in, he agreed to do it. He's been pulled into her gamble. She trusts him. And we see that even in the fight against Midori. It's just been a constant bond of trust between these two. But every single time we see it from Ryota's side. We don't see it from Yumiko's side. Why does she trust him so innately? What is it about him, to her, that is so important that she can trust him out of everyone else inside of that school to go and get things done, to go and be on her side and stuff? It's why is she keeping him around at that point? What is it? It's she values him more than she values Mary. Mary had to get pulled into that gamble when she got poisoned. If it wasn't for Ryota, that wouldn't have happened. For sure. It's just it's everything's on Ryota's side, and I want. What happened?
No. Rena's response was the first one we looked at.
Gotcha.
So he's finally back on.
But yeah, so with Ryota, everything sits over on Ryota's side. I want to see, and I was saying and stuff, with Yumiko, and that's why I wanted us to open up with Yumiko. It's a lot of these relationships are Yumiko affecting these other people, but we don't see the effect that they're having on Yumiko. Or if it's really doing anything for Yumiko, and if she's not changing, or if anything's happening with her that's going to make her better. And I'm hoping that with where we're at right now in the manga and stuff, where we haven't checked on her in a while because we're focused on Mary just losing everything again, and Plot Arm is going to save her at some point and get her out of there and stuff. That
one vote.
Yeah, and stuff that with Yumiko and stuff that hopefully with Ryota seeing that she's kind of lost that edge or has moved away from it and stuff, that he can figure out, either he can figure out how to go and help her regain it or move forward from where she's fallen, or that Or that, I keep losing my train of thought.
No, you're good. I'm just helping Rena.
I keep trying to read at the same time and I shouldn't be.
Don't worry.
But that, at least in this, that I'm hoping we actually get a moment where we can actually see Yumiko open up to Ryota. I hope she opens up to him. Yeah. I really do, because everything we've been seeing has been Ryota either opening up to her or seeing and analyzing their friendship in a way that you can understand why he's attached to her, but we don't see it from her side, and I want to see it from her side. Like, what is her dependence on him? Why is she depending on him? Why, out of everyone else, does she trust him so much? What is that? What is that? I want to know what that is so bad.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. That is, yeah. Because hopefully, as much as I don't even know if I really am enjoying the twins gamble right now.
No, it's a little lackluster to me. I mean, it was interesting when they were getting revved up for it and stuff, but I mean, it would have been something if we had maybe more flashbacks of them growing up in between that gamble. Yeah. I think they had revealed their backstory a little bit too early. If they sprinkled that storyline into this gamble, that would probably up the ante a little bit for us to go and get to more of an understanding and stuff, but they're just kind of rehashing stuff right now, and between these two, I don't know.
Okay. All right, Rena's put their answers.
Oh.
Okay. He has okay, I believe Yumemi was the one I had for the one relationship. I'm going to see more development. Do you want me to type my music? If you want, sir. That's what you put.
We will read it and then add it to your file for future reference.
We should make files, and then if anyone talks.
Just like, oh, well, you said on this day during this podcast at the episode on 2nd 21/16, this is what you said. Now you're receipting that statement. I need that for derp. Like, sir, you said 20 seconds ago that this was a no. Now you're saying yes. Explain. My coffee's still out.
What'd you get?
My usual.
Oh. All right. Well, that was Derp that put that. And I don't think Derp's on, so.
Rude.
C'est la vie. I just double check.
You're trying to ping him?
Maybe. No, I'll be nice. I've pinged a lot of people today. I don't like pinging people.
No?
No.
It's your introverted nature. My goodness.
It's mean sometimes. I mean, I love getting pinged.
Well, what you should do is maybe before the podcast, you put up a reminder and being like, these are the people, like, if you're getting pinged, you're one of the ones that have agreed to go and talk on the podcast.
Queue up.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So it's a queue up to come and listen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's another thing I have to post, though, so you'll have to do it.
No, never mind. Forget I said it. That's too much work. I showed up with Starbucks. I got you food.
Thank you for your service.
You were hydrated.
Hydrated? It's not even mine.
Huh? That one's not yours? No, it's not.
It's clear.
No, they just put very little coconut milk in it.
I can't drink
the other
that.
one's clear. What are you talking about? Just add coconut milk to it if you need more. Oh, my God.
Okay. Yeah,
it's a dragon fruit drink.
You're pulling a Nini.
What are you talking about?
Nini does not drink water, so it's just a constant thing where we have to try and get them.
Oh, I drink water. Rude. I just need coffee in the morning.
Coffee hydrates you.
Oh, so it's still a liquid. Yes, I know it's a diuretic.
Oh wait, no, plasma's a plasma.
Yeah, good job. Plasma's a plasma. Yep, you did it. I think you need coffee. I'm gonna take the dragon fruit drink back from you.
No.
It's a lemonade that she's got with like coconut milk in it. So she's got water. She's hydrated. She's hydrated.
Next person put Ryota and Yumemi are the most interesting. I think so. I like Yumiko's relationship with Yumemi, but I feel like it's solid. Like I was talking about earlier, I feel like they're
Yumemi's
actual
the idol
friends.
again, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I feel like they're actually friends.
I think so
compared
too.
to like the other relationships. Like they are actually friends and like get each other and can actually vibe properly.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're good friends. The other thing is that, you know, we actually watched them truly have a fight in like real time. That was something. Yeah, they have a fully developed relationship and friendship right there.
For sure.
And stuff. It was like, yeah, I watched that fight happen, and like within the game, I was like, oh my god, she's like actually angry.
Yeah,
Like, it's
like-
not like mad at Midori, like I'm not gonna interact with you guys. Like, she was mad. She was mad during the game. Like, I had never seen Yumiko so mad during a gamble like that before.
Little temper tantrum.
Yeah. She was just, I'm not gonna help out. She just stopped. She was just throwing the whole. I was like, oh my god.
I think that one's probably my favorite gamble so far. Besides the Tower of Doors. But yeah, I love their relationship. Then this person put the relationship that could use more development is Ryota. I kind of rehashed that already.
Oh yeah, Ryota and
That was
and
cute.
Yumiko. I thought he said he'd try for this one.
And then messaged me at early in the morning time and then said, nope, I'm not going to be able to make it. So he put
Didn't
in
he
his
ask for an
answers
earlier
instead.
time?
So
Oh, okay.
at least they answered.
right.
They
Yeah.
answered. So.
You got ample
Yeah.
time for a response. And then
We
I showed
agree
up
with
late.
those ones, so.
All right, so the next one, say.
Interesting. Ryota. Use more development. Mary.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what we've
Yeah,
spoken about.
There's like 12 characters on the list. Boys. Alright. Interesting. Yumeko. Use more development. Kirari.
Oh.
This is yours, I think.
Is this one mine?
I think so. Yeah, it
oh,
is.
yeah. Oh, dang it.
He-
I don't remember saying that. Okay, I
Alright,
said, so what was it?
explain.
So I said most interesting already was Ryota. I already spoke about that.
Exactly.
Okay, so needs more development would be her and Kirari.
Yes.
Again, I think this is just the differing methodologies between the two in terms of their gambling reasons and stuff and why they go the way that they do and stuff. I want to see an actual true
supernova.
clash.
Okay.
An actual true clash between these two.
Mm.
And I know the game the manga keeps teasing it and pulling it away from us. And I worry that they're pulling it away from us too long that we're going to end up with like the twins fight.
Yep.
We're going to end up with the twins fight where they've waited too long and it's just like, and it's not as hyped up as we were hoping it was going to be
Yeah.
and stuff. And I really hope that when they do face off against each other, there's not a third wheel. Like Mary is currently the third wheel to the twins
Yep.
and stuff. So
For sure.
it was, I wouldn't have minded the like little funky double date thing to have happened at that point, but
Yeah.
it didn't. So we didn't get a double date fight and stuff.
No.
We just got 3 fighting together, and then Yumiko just got pushed to the curb, and now she's depressed, and Ryota's trying to figure out what to do and stuff. So that's what we're kind of stuck with right now. But I hope that when they do face off against each other, that it is one-on-one, that there's no one else interfering with this fight whatsoever, and that they actually do open up as to what exactly happened with this family.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that's also a part of the reason why we just don't see any adults and stuff. If that's kind of the point of like we are focused on the kids right now and stuff, but then we might actually see those families for the first time when those two actually face off against each other, which would be something.
Yeah.
Which would be something if that's what they're holding in terms of just like
Don't get
an
my hopes
artistic
up.
view. We have our hopes up constantly when we're reading this
Right.
thing and stuff. But yeah, I want to know exactly, because what was it that Tirano said about the Momobamis, or why Yumiko was coming after this? She just said that she killed the Jabamis,
I
or she
think.
took out her sister. I forget what the quote
Yeah.
was. I don't know if you have the manga with it
Oh boy.
and stuff, because Tirano explained the whole reason, explained in like a weird sentence and stuff why she was going after Kirari, or if it was Kirari herself that did it. Because that's what the other curiosity is. It's like, I want to know what exactly the Jabamis did that resulted in the punishment that they had gotten. Because it was a clan conflict. So there was an issue. There was a clan conflict. We don't know what the Jabamis do. They still have their name. And they weren't completely ousted or banished because they still have their money as well. All that was lost, essentially, was Yumiko's older sister's mind.
I don't have it, but I will find it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think she said that she killed them.
But I don't know if it's just saying she killed her sister or she killed the Jabami
The
name in a way. Like, I forget how it was. It was just like she's coming after Kirari because she killed the Jabamis or something like that, or she
Yeah.
took out the Jabamis. But yeah, I know they're holding
she's
off
a cleaner.
on it. No, we're not bringing this back. I'm so tired. I'm gonna add alcohol to my drink. believable.
All right, and then the last one of the person put Ryota for interesting. Um, a check-in for arcade cabinet had the same answers as you.
As me?
Yeah.
Oh.
We matched up.
Curious.
Exactly.
So Ryota's the most interesting
Ryota's
one
the
with
most interesting
Yumiko,
one.
and then more developed
And
with
then-
Kiyodari. Oh.
Yes, you can.
We'll still add it to your file.
They're not listening, so they're going to be so confused if I put tile.
Your file for blackmail.
Exactly. And then, yeah, they put more development would be the relationship with Kirari.
Yeah, because we already understand Kiyodari's goals and what she's looking for, in a way.
It's to burn up.
Yeah, she just wants the world to burn. She wants the world to burn, and
She
she
doesn't
wants
want the world to burn. She wants to burn. Like, she wants to.
They wanted to
she
run off with
wants
the
to
Momobami name. She wants to destroy the world that she sits in. That's the same thing with the aquarium. She wants to create things and destroy it. She was just like, look at this aquarium. And then Yumiko is supposedly that fish that's been let loose. She's like, I want to see what happens. Like, she's not going to stop it. She wants to see what happens and stuff. And so, like, that's where I kind of see a parallel between her and Midari, is just based off of the fact that they both are looking for some type of excitement in their lives. Midari just isn't feeling any actual emotional excitement, which becomes a whole other mental thing and stuff for her. But Kirari is in terms of the obsession of things are clean and pristine, and she wants something to mess it all up.
Yeah.
That's what she wants. She wants something to mess it all up, and that's the same thing over with looking towards the family, where her and Ririka are of the same mindset. They're like, well, let's run off with the Momobami name. Like, they just want to destroy things. Like, they don't like the structure in the world that they were born into, so they want it to burn. They want it to burn and stuff. And so that's where I'm curious to see when her and Yumiko face off and stuff, if this is what she was building up to. I would hope that she didn't do what she did to the Jabamis to go and face this end, which then puts her into more of a parallel with Midari in terms of wanting to burn with it. I don't think she wants to burn with it. She never seems like the type to sacrifice herself just for the sake of wanting it to end. She just wants to end the things around her and see what happens and stuff. Just like her whole thing of like, I've never seen the other side of an eyeball. Like, it's just horrible, horrible morbid curiosity with Kirari. She wants to know the unknown. She wants to know what would happen if this happens. What would happen if these things are added in? What would like, she just wants to know. That's how her curiosity continues and stuff. So I keep talking about Kirari when it's supposed to be about Yumiko. But we barely know anything about Yumiko.
So there's like nothing
We
to
need
say.
more on Yumiko. They need to release more information on her and her background and where she comes from and whatnot and stuff. Because like our conversation about the whole roommates thing and stuff, it was just like, we don't know how she keeps her life.
Yeah.
We don't know how organized she is in her life. We don't know what her life is like outside of that school, or how she carries herself outside of that school. We don't know what she's going back to. For all we know, she could be sleeping in a corner of the hospital room and stuff while her sister's still folding money cranes. Like, we don't know. We do not know how far this goes.
Jeez.
But yeah, they need to give us more information on Yumiko.
Yeah, we'll get it in like 4 years.
As long as he takes it at a slow and steady pace, and they don't rush themselves, and that the publishers don't rush them, then that's fine with me. I'll wait 20 years for it. Rest in peace, Miroda.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now they're asking about the files. Yes.
Huh? Yes, the files. We have files on everyone now.
Okay.
That's how we keep track of everything.
Exactly. You were in a quick match. How does a quick match of R6 take long? I don't...
Taking so long to queue up or to, like, finish?
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. File rocket wheelchair. Yes, it's in there. Just says Rainbow Six games take too long.
Right?
That's all it says.
Lagging.
Lagging.
Okay, cool. All right.
We hit the hour.
Yeah, we hit the hour. Next week, another character study.
Yes. So
okay.
we'd have to figure out what the next character would be. I know we've spoken a lot about Mary. I think Midori we should go to next.
Okay.
I think Midori would probably be the next
And do we
one.
keep the answers with, or the questions with interesting, or do we just flat out say favorite and least favorite?
I don't. Because that enters ship war.
Territory.
Yeah, I don't want it to be like your
But we
favorites
don't
and
have to
least
say the
favorites.
results as a total.
I
No.
guess. I don't. No
You're a
ship
mod.
war.
You're supposed to help stop the fighting.
See, there's someone else in here who wants to watch the world burn.
Burn.
Can we apply the Kirari role to
Exactly.
George? No, I think, so I think Midori would be the next one for us to go and analyze. Never. I think keeping it with interesting, because then people have to go and explain the actual.
But they're not.
They're not, but Oak did. So when people are volunteering to come up, they do have to explain why
I
those
will put
relationships are
interesting
interesting.
/ favorite.
No,
so that we get
they're
more
just gonna
res-
say it's my favorite because they're cute. They look cute together. They look nice. Have
then
you
we
seen
can
them?
try and
They made eye
press them.
contact for 2 seconds.
We've played Ace Attorney. We can try and press them to get to the why.
They don't pressing people in here don't work. You introverted. You ain't gonna do it. It's not a button
What?
that makes them talk more.
I could do it.
Could you?
I think so.
Okay, fine. Go on, do it. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't work, we go back
George
to
is
just saying
responsible
interesting.
if an actual ship war breaks out. See? I'm just the one we co-host.
You're the one adding favorite to the words.
It'll get responses.
Interesting works.
And more. We got a lot of repetitive responses this time around. I think if we put favorite, it'll give it more breath.
You think there'll be more? I think everyone's gonna
Maybe.
say,
Especially with Mary, because we have Twin to play off of, too. So,
Oh.
And I know some
Okay,
people
then
like
do you want
her
to do Mary
relationship with
less
Sachiko.
next?
Oh, wait, you were trying to do Midori.
I was just doing Midori because there weren't a lot of mentions of Midori in this and stuff. So I was going off of who did we
Oh.
talk about the most out of everything. It's
Gotcha.
been mostly
No, okay.
Yumiko and Mary, so that's why I was going to move over to Midori.
Yeah,
If
we
you want to
can
talk
do
about Mary,
Midori.
if there's more people to actually go and talk about, but I don't know about twins, so you'd be running that mostly on your own while I ask you questions.
No, we can do Midori, and then we can do Mary afterwards. That way
Okay.
there's like a wave.
I like you're silent and you move your arms
I
across.
know.
Like anyone can see you. It's not a video podcast. She made a roller
Where's
coaster
the
motion with her hand,
descriptive-
so we can go up and down in terms of popular characters.
The
So that way,
descriptive-
yeah. So
Taste. The descriptive
Waves.
text.
text, what?
Yeah, where they explain what you're doing as you're saying it.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
that.
The
Explain
Microsoft.
it. What is it? Is it?
But I hate triggering that on the computer when
Oh.
you're like trying to log in.
Mm-hmm.
You accidentally press tab too many times, and then like the giant booming
Why
robotic voice.
Why are you
just
hitting
starts.
tab so many times?
Because you don't have to touch your mouse to log in. You can just press tab.
No.
and get to the key.
And then you get a big loud booming voice in
Yeah.
your ear, and then
well,
you.
if you click tab too many times. But if
Why don't you just hit Control Alt?
what?
That'll make the screen pop up.
No.
Yes.
I'm talking about when like you press enter to turn on the screen,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can just press tab to change what it's highlighting over, and
Oh.
then you click.
Okay, I gotcha. See, that's what I was
10.
wondering. I got confused. I was
You
like,
don't
"What are you
have
talking
to
about?"
press it. You can press it.
She's
but, like-
talking about the non-mouse option where you just
Yeah.
tab to each field. That's what she meant. That's what she was trying to
Yeah.
explain to me this whole time. I'm sitting here thinking that she's pressing tabs that way. It logs her in. I'm like, what is she
I'm
doing
using Linux.
that's making her press? It's so many
It's on my
times
computer.
that all of a sudden some people have keyboard black magic.
I sold my soul to Bill Gates.
Get out. Unbelievable. I have to work with a MacBook next week.
I do too.
I'm
I'm
not looking forward to it. We both got new jobs. We both got
I
new
hate
jobs
it.
and we're working with MacBooks and have never done that before. I'm scared. I haven't even opened up my box to go and look at it. I don't want to look at it.
I don't want a Mac.
And on top of that, I'm going to have the Adobe suite on there, so I'll have to figure out working on all of it with the MacBook. Yeah. So I'm going to be
here to
doing
help,
video
but
editing.
Godspeed.
Thanks. I have to do video editing on a MacBook. It was like,
Gosh.
so.
Yeah, you might want to get like an extension thing to get an actual keyboard and mouse.
They have a
especially
dock
since
on there to go and let me connect a keyboard to it and stuff.
Oh,
So
okay,
I'll take a
good.
look
Then
and
you
see
should
if
be
there's
fine.
anything. It's
The
just
only
like the
thing is gonna kill
shortcuts.
you. Yep.
I don't want to figure out the
You're gonna
shortcuts.
get a basic Windows keyboard and connect to a MacBook.
Gross.
Best
Gross,
of
gross,
luck.
gross.
All right, let me open up our closing.
Okay, so next up is Midori, and then after that we'll be talking about Murray's relationships and taking votes on that. Cammy's going to be adding favorite and least favorite to them to go and incite fires everywhere and start the war that George has been waiting for. We'll see how that goes.
But all the Bromrad verbiage that he's been using is for.
Oh, the what now?
The comrade and things like that.
Oh.
I said Bromrad. I'm tired.
Oh, that's why I got confused. I was like, what? It combined the bruh with comrade. That's what she did. She went bruh and comrade. This Bromrad. There we go. That's what happened.
Hold up.
We'll just run with that.
We had 88, right?
88 what?
The last chapter was 88.
I have no idea.
It's a Monday for this podcast.
Just send me. This is why we were supposed to wait 2 weeks to come back. This is why
that was too late.
Supposed to wait 2 weeks. Supposed to be a 2-week break. That's why I was late too. So everything was thrown off. I didn't get the memo.
Too bad.
Unbelievable.
All right, cool. So we will close things out. Again, thank you to everyone who joined the giveaway. Congratulations again to Blake, our winner. We'll reach out to you in regards to moving forward and getting you your volume of Kakegurui. And again, that's any volume you would like. Hoping to run another giveaway soon.
Do we get to color all the pictures in? I guess that's
but
a no.
No, we have to do it like library book style, where you just open a random page and it's like hard crayon.
Just like a random page
on the next page.
No, that's horrible. I wanted to be nice and just give you a fully colored in manga for absolutely no reason, but because I have too many colored pencils. But anyway, next giveaway.
You can do that to mine.
What? I already have to finish a commission for you, and you want me to make that writing drabble for you. You keep trying to get me for stuff, but not actually paying me.
I did.
No.
What are you talking? Ooh.
No, you do this and you commission me in regards for stuff that you've done for me.
Yeah.
When I'm like, oh, I lost my card, and you're like, here, I want this thing. That's not you paying me.
My time.
No.
Yeah.
It didn't take you long to find my stuff. I was like, hey, it's hung up, and you're like, yep, I found it. Now you owe me this thing that you would usually charge $100 for.
But you don't know that.
What do you mean I don't know that?
You don't know what my time costs.
It's not $100 to find a card.
Maybe it is.
No, it isn't. It's absolutely not. Do your closing. Do your closing. Do your closing. Just for that, I'm not going to look up and see what chapter we're at with Kakegurui.
It is 88.
Okay, then you don't need me. I'm going to leave.
Drive folder.
I'm going to take my Starbucks with me.
Why are you so mean to me?
Huh? I came in with Starbucks, and this is what I get.
You're so hurtful. Okay. The latest chapter, chapter 88, was released late August.
Good job.
In the U.S. and is available on Amazon, Comixology, Barnes & Noble, and more. Please visit Yen Press's official site, yenpress.com, for additional retailers. The next chapter is expected to release around the same time this month. And be sure to continue to support the official release of Kakegurui. We'll see you guys next week. Take care and have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye.
No.
She threw a fit. No. She threw a fit shaking in her chair.
I quit out. I'm just ending with you. She threw a fit.
How long did you guys go?
Oh my god.